What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be talking about how these colonizers that came here, stole the land, put our people onto systems, divided each other against each other. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it all, y'all, the colonizer didn't even just do this to us and our ancestors, but they have completely realized that we are nature. So they're trying to destroy nature, poison the air, they're trying to give us GMO foods, injected chicken meat, and all kinds of different foods that could harm us. And they're doing this consciously because they know we are nature. Look at what they do to the animals. They killing animals, taking the skin off their back, just like how they did us. Trapping them in different cages and locking them away from their family. All this stuff they're not even supposed to be doing, but yet these are the same people giving other people laws, telling them what they can and cannot do. We talking about people that colonized the whole area, stole the gold from under our feet due to the religion that they wrote and copied from our practices and gave back to us. Y'all gotta understand, the reason why racism will always continue in America is because this system was never set up for us to fail. This system was always designed for our people to go along right with the system. That means putting your own people down. You know what I'm saying? Like turning against your people for some money. You know what I'm saying? Being stuck in religion so much to where you lose your whole better version of yourself due to just religion. Because that colonizer told you that it was demonic. Yet these same people that made politics wrote your book. And look at what politics is doing. It's getting people killed. It's getting people divided. It's keeping people on a lower vibration. It's keeping us divided and not only confused, but we never figure out what our true nature and purpose is through our ancestors, when we constantly got colonizers and religion trying to control us. People complaining, oh, the world is, oh man, it's the world is fucking up, man. The world is doing shit, it's bipolar. No, the world isn't messed up and the earth is not a prison. The system that they made is designed to keep you in a prison mentally. Naturally, we supposed to live off land. Naturally, we supposed to talk to plants, animals, flowers. We're supposed to be giving back to nature. We supposed to be giving our liquids and fluids out in the grass to the nature. We ain't even supposed to have clothes. That's the crazy part. When people think about it, notice how when you're born as a baby, you ain't born with clothes on. Notice how any type of way nature makes you, that's nature's unique way of how nature made you. And everything that the earth is, that's the same elements that you have. So we have to start realizing that these people ain't no good. If they do the animals like that, what you thinking they doing to us? Look at how some of the animals that you used to see, you don't even see them no more. Like, there's some people that matter of fact, for example, fireflies. When I was younger, I used to see fireflies all over the place. Picking them up, collecting them. Now look, you barely see them now. And if you do, let me know, because there's not that many. Because they're polluting the air, trying to make all the spiritual species extinct by doing this. But it's going to be a change soon, and it's going to be real quick. This frequency shift is hitting off real quick. And people are put in fear talking about the rapture. No, it's not the rapture. It's the rapture of the system, the matrix, the falsehood, the lying, the stealing, the killing, dividing. Like, bro, it's so much out here that's going on that you could tell it's spiritual warfare because you can feel it in the air. Spiritual warfare isn't just on this physical realm, because this earth is made with a firmament Like, for instance, a lot of people like to debate about if Earth round, flat. Earth looks nothing like it does on the globe. That was a false image. So when people try to provide truth, there's gonna be lies put in the way. This is why they separated certain parts of the map so it'll be division. And people like it's just crazy, y'all. It's really crazy. Like, we gotta really choose to wake up for ourselves and realize freedom is within ourselves, within the soul, within your frequency and vibration. When you find out who you are as a person, as a soul, as a nine-ether being that we are, the original people of the planet, Black and Latinos, we will be great. Because not only that, we can learn ancient languages that we used to speak before. We could gather all of our spiritual practices together without it being a physical battle. It could be a spiritual battle. The biggest thing that gets these draconian reptilians that's controlling our society with other alien civilizations that's existed for thousands of years before we even found out about it, like, it's like, we gotta really wake up. Like, seriously, we got one enemy. All of us do. That goes for Black, Mexican. It don't matter what you are, any race, any gender, sexuality. They come for us all because we are all one with nature. And when we all realize we're supposed to be harmonizing under Earth's frequency and Earth's vibration, then that's when we're going to become our best selves, when we realize it's a spiritual war. All right? Ain't nobody going to sit there, right, and absorb negativity on purpose. It's given to us so we can be programmed to find reasons to be mad at the world. It's all set up. Because any emotion that we want to feel about ourselves, we can control those emotions if we're tapped in enough, if we know who we are, if we're having control over this. When you got control over your mind, you got control over your soul. If you got control over your soul, you can start manifesting things in your life quicker. You can start manifesting and your spirit guides start showing up to you. Your ancestors start showing up to you. They start providing you with knowledge. You speak the knowledge, and then you can help other people along their spiritual journey. This is what we're here for, people. We are gods and goddesses in a human body. The soul controls your whole body to do what it do. Your atoms, your electrons, you're an electrical being. You drink water, that's called electrolytes. Our roots look just like lightning when you look up at the sky. We are electrical, magnetic beings on this planet. We got so many spiritual abilities that we have, that we don't know that we have, that we can use, that even monks are on a higher frequency than most of our people. And it's because they're being religious and not spiritual. It's time to wake up. We are so many things on this planet, original things on this planet, that we could be celebrating. Instead of celebrating hoochie mama culture and hip hop culture, celebrate spiritual culture. Celebrate Mother Earth healing people as a culture. Celebrate sticking together and stop dividing as a culture. This is how we can get our people together and become the next civilization for this planet. Because right now, they're running under civilizations, that's land that was conquered and colonized, and they're giving us bits and pieces, but yet they get to have billions. You see what I'm saying? They want to control the narrative about all Black people. So all nations can go against us to act like we're the problem. If we're so much of the problem, then how come we're not the ones that put drugs in the hood? We're not the ones that had slaves. We're not the ones that colonized. We're not the ones that put fluoride in toothpaste. We're not the ones that put microplastics in the water. That told you oxygen was good and the whole time it's hydrogen. When oxygen is that shit in the airplane that they put them big ass chemtrail clouds that they get paid to put out, not knowing even why they're doing it. We don't do none of that. The elites do. These draconian reptilians that run higher systems than you believe are doing this. And they're doing this to feed off of fear, scarcity, and control. They feed off of flesh and blood. Why do you think they do trafficking? So many colored Mexican, ancient Mexican and black kids been trafficked. So many people got dug out their grave and eaten. They eat people. Believe it or not, they do. Why do you think they live so long? They feed off and harvest off the energy of the carbon, off the blood, off the spiritual elements in our body. They eat us, and even they eat just by posting negativity online. They're feeding off you that way too. Because you gotta think, when your thought process is focused on division, that controls your perception and how you feel inside, making you depressed for something that they posted that might not even be true. Because they do so good at lying and deceiving. This is why they made the Bible. They use the Bible to go along with the narrative that they wrote themselves to make it seem like it's a rapture when it's the rapture of their system. They never cared about us. Jesus never came back when the slaves got hit. Jesus never came back when all the kids got killed, stabbings and stuff happening to women and kids. Bro, it's all about a spiritual warfare to keep you stuck in the lowest frequency possible. This is why they want us to fear death and have a negative concept about death. Because they use that Bible to make you fear death. The same way you came here is the same way you go out. And before you even came here, it was all peaceful. It's natural. So death is part of a natural process for your transition to higher realms. When you truly find out who you are in your soul, you're going to be able to use your soul after death to do anything you want to do. Create your own world within the consciousness to the afterlife. Literally, this is what you can do. When you go to sleep at night, that's your body, your soul leaving your body every night. Death is the same way. It produces DMT, known as the substance that can make you see everything on a higher frequency, everything with bright colors. Anything that you picture in your mind, it comes to life when you're under that consciousness. But in that consciousness, while you're dreaming, your own higher self can give you knowledge for you to use in your daily life. Your own consciousness and dreams. You can have a dream about something today, and you might see that same thing relating to that dream that you had, because that was your higher self talking to you in your dream. This is why they call it dreaming, because we never are really dreaming. Our body falls asleep and leaves to other realms and comes back to other realms. Our souls travel. This is what makes us God. We are the source to everything. So once you realize that we're all sources to everything of nature and life, plants, herbs, trees, flowers, color, letters, numbers, everything is you. We have the same elements and body structure and swirls in our hands as the universe, as the cosmos. Your fingertips look just like the tree when it's cut down. If this don't tell you that your soul is God, I don't know what will. It even says in the Bible, ye are gods. If God said it himself that he was God, then how come it says Jesus prayed to God? And it says ye are gods. If a being is a supreme being and they're describing themselves as God, they should make it clear enough for people to grasp on to those meanings. But of course, they lied about it, so they've had to put that to confuse people. Because people gotta really understand that you are God. You're everything around you. Even if you call yourself the children of God, if you're a child of somebody, you're gonna have that person's traits, which makes you them. In the blood, in the soil, in nature. Just like if a cow give birth, that motherfucker is still a cow. Just like, say for instance, your mom, right? Say for instance, your mom had you, right? You two completely different people, but y'all got the same blood. Y'all are the same. That makes you you. You got the same elements your mom do, because you got skin, you got the eyes, lips, hair, everything just like her, even the same traits as her. Even the same, voice, sometimes the same actions as her. And it's because family is important. This is how the world stays alive, through family. It ain't no Christ. Christ is Christ consciousness, meaning awakening of the mind and soul, knowing that you are everything and everything is you. Like, it's crazy. There's women that create kids every day and have a whole nother person, but somehow they make a false man-made white Jesus be the whole image of that. How does that work? Men can't give birth. Only women can. That's what separates the two from each other. Men can't, but women can. So what does that tell you? That's nature's natural code to the universe, to find out who you are. When they represented the Trinity, they talking about the Son, the Father, Holy Spirit. No, it's man, woman, and son. The woman creates the man to create the child. So families can be created. So families can heal earth in individual groups. Rather you white, black, Asian, earth deserves its breakthrough. And this is what's happening. The earth is responding to all this negative frequency in the air, and she can't balance herself out. This universe is called a universe for a reason. What do you think the Trinity means? Uni. It got 3 letters in uni. What does the Trinity represent? The number 3 that they claimed in the Bible was Father, Son, Holy Spirit. No. It's woman, father, and son. Those are the creators. That's God. That whole code in the Bible that they put in there, you are God. If they don't tell you that you are God, there's something wrong with you. When you read it in a religious way, you're never going to be able to break out that matrix to see past what they're telling you. You can't just read the Bible just to read it. You got to break it down in code. You got to do that with every religious book, because they will never give you the truth flat out. They demonized our truth and made sure that all the practices that our ancestors practiced, now they're fearing it. They're scared of it. They're scared of voodoo. They're scared of hoodoo. They're scared of candomblé. They're scared of obia. They're scared of Ifa. They're scared of all these practices that we've been practicing anciently before Christianity, and many other ways. And even Egyptian practices ties to ancient African practices, and even before then. We gotta wake up. If they trapping us mentally in a system, they're doing the animals the same exact way, because that's how they feed off of control, off of fear, off of division, off of, like a false mindset of who a person is. People are crazy, boy, I tell you, because you can't even, it's crazy because people are thinking about an ecosystem instead of the ecosystem. People rather be millionaires buying fancy cars, fancy shoes, fancy this, just to impress other people that don't matter in the end. Instead of using that money to better businesses, to help heal people, to grow herbs, your own grocery store as a people, your own, like fruits and vegetable markets. It's crazy. The ego doesn't matter. The ego destroys. And it's not a bad thing. The ego destroys this is what a thing I call ego death. When you're too egotistical and you feel like nothing can break you, and you feel like you the only, that you the best, like just because you got money, it don't mean that. This is how people are fooled, because they put all their faith into religious or materialistic ways of living, and they ended up making it an identity, to where they can't think for themselves. Their soul is so somewhere involved into shoes and makeup and clothes, they can't even figure out who they are. They doing something because somebody else do it, not because they truly wanted to with the soul to help figure out what you truly wanted. You did it because the other person did it. And this is how people are influenced. This is how our people, our Black and Latino people, got influenced to hate through their ways of thinking. Our people got that pushed on them for many years. It started off as newspapers. Look how Stuff don't change. This is why they say there's nothing new under the sun. If you look back in, I'll say the set between the 1700s, right? Everybody was on their newspaper, standing in line waiting for newspaper. Now look what people are doing now. Everybody on their phone, looking at social media. What's the negatives? Who got the most money? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? And they're distracting everybody from focusing on themselves, because they know once you wake up and figure that you got that Kundalini energy rising, their whole system coming down. Because everybody's going to be too naturistic. Everybody's going to be too high vibrational for draconian reptilians and the other beings that's on the planet destroying the planet to live. They're not going to be able to take that. This is why they have to set shit up. Because they know some people are dumb enough to fall for it. And I can't even say they're dumb. I got to say they're programmed to think that way. Because draconians, they're smart. They're nothing to play around with. Because they're able to manipulate the mind so well that people will rather accept the lie than the truth. And when you show your people their practices and they judge you, like when I go outside, it be people judging me because I'm still with my ancestors. I still got connection to them through the amulet. This is why I wear this. This connects me to all the divine ancestors because I blessed this myself. That's how you know you got power, when you're spiritual. A real gangster ain't worrying about killing the next black man. A real gangster ain't worrying about who their ops is. Real gangsters don't do that. Real gangsters are spiritual because they don't need to physically touch you or physically do anything to you to get to you. They can get to you to just using their vibration, their aura, their electromagnetic field. And this is what they know about us. This is why they steadily want to keep us locked in a box into religion. Like, it's crazy, y'all. Like, hopefully I ain't ramble too much in this. If I did, it's worth it because I'm trying to wake everybody up to make themselves realize what this world really is about. I'm uncovering closed eyes today. And this ain't even the only video I'm going to make. I'm going to be talking about black ninjas, black samurais, black warriors, black Vikings, because you're going to be so amazed when you find out who you are in your history. The Pirate of the Caribbean. If you watch it, why you think I forgot his name. Damn, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to remember him. Why you think the dude, y'all know who I'm talking about, Johnny Depp? Yeah, Johnny Depp. Why you think Johnny Depp in that movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, he had dreads, he had locks? It's because pirates were also black. And there's stories on black pirates. And there's stories on so many different stories. Y'all gotta realize that it's crazy, y'all. We got a lot of history to dig up and bring up, so we can awaken as a one. We can awaken as a group, as a team, as a social media platform. If we gonna use social media, we might as well use it for something positive instead of bringing negativity, because positivity is what's gonna push us forward. I say to that. I say to my ancestors. All y'all gotta get together. All y'all gotta get in nature, and all y'all gotta stay with divine thinking, because this is what builds us as a team. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Give a like, share this video, because our people need to stick together. They trying to trap us in, but we can't let it happen. So, anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace and love to Planet Kai, to the gods and goddesses, black and Latinos, and everybody out there. I'm out. See y'all later, high vibrational beings.